I used to be part of a book club called Life's Library. I wasn't always great at participating in the discussions, but I loved being exposed to books that I never would have read otherwise, and reading with a community of people was an experience that I didn't know I needed. Earlier this year, though, Life's Library had to shut down because of some logistical difficulties with their model, and I was left with a little hole in my life. Which is why I decided to start a new book club. Let me tell you a little bit about it, and then if it sounds like something that you'd be interested in, there's a link to the Discord in the description. We're calling it Shauntal's Library because Shauntal is a writer and a powerful Pokemon trainer, and she's very cute. The idea is that we will be sharing books that we think fellow Pokemon fans will love. You know how in a bookstore you sometimes have a sign that's like, if you like Star Wars, you may also like Dune. That's what we're doing. If you like Pokemon, you may also like these books. The books will be chosen by the community. The conversations about them will be guided by the community. We do have a few community managers to help everything run smoothly and make sure everyone's being nice to each other, but we're hoping that other than that, just about everything will be community-led. The reading period for each book will be 2 months long, so that hopefully everyone has the flexibility to get through every book despite busy schedules and the like. You can start and finish the book at any time during those 2 months, so you can read at your own pace. You can participate in the conversations in the Discord as much or as little as you like, whatever you're comfortable with. And if you want or need to skip a book, you can. There's no commitment whatsoever. The first book we're going to read is this one, A Natural History of Dragons, a memoir by Lady Trent, written by Marie Brennan. It is a fantasy novel, but it's written as if it were the autobiography of the world's greatest dragon specialist. And the setting is reminiscent of Victorian England, so it calls back to early naturalist research. This is part of a series of 5 books, but we're only reading the first one, where Lady Trent discusses her early life, how she got into the study of dragons, and her first expedition. It's been a few years since I've read it, but there should be some interesting parallels to making the first Pokedex in Pokemon Legends Arceus. And hey, cool dragons. We can't provide copies of the book, which is why we announced the books a couple of weeks before the reading period officially starts. We'll be reading natural history through May and June, so if you want to join us, you've got a little bit of time to find a copy. Personally, since I've read it in print before, I'm going to borrow the audiobook from my library and try that format this time around. You're welcome to read in whichever format you prefer, whether that's print, ebook, or audio. We recommend that you check with your library to see if they have a copy in the format that you want. Lots of libraries these days have digital collections, or with an independent bookstore if you prefer to buy. But whatever works for you is fine. This first book was chosen collectively by our team of community managers. We're hoping that it'll be interesting and accessible to as many people as possible. But like I said earlier, our next books will be chosen by the community. If you know of a book that you think fellow Pokemon fans will love, you'll get a chance to pitch it. Oh, we're thinking of some way to close off each reading period nicely, some kind of community event, but we don't know exactly what form that's going to take yet. So if all of that sounds like something that you would be interested in, come and join us in the Shauntal's Library Discord server. The invitation link is in the description. I hope that I will see you there, but either way, I will see you in the next chapter.